Welcome back to another review, this time for the anime The Gatherer's Adventure in Isekai, which had 12 episodes and was airing in autumn of 2025. Synopsis on any list. Kamishiro Takeru was just an ordinary guy with an ordinary office job until he suddenly summoned two Madius, a world with swords and magic. Life as he knew it is over, but he's starting his new one with powerful abilities, enhanced strength, overwhelming magic, and a search skill that allows him to find valuable items. Armed with his new sheet skills, Takeru begins his Isekai journey. So, it's an Isekai, where our character has the search ability. I do like the search ability, as an idea where whenever he looks around and uses his search ability, he can see different, items. They are, in different categories and visually shown in different categories. Then he can further investigate and see what items they are, what grade, what they are used for. In concept, could be interesting, at the beginning, which is not here, but I could see a show where in the beginning you can only see, the basic information. This is a mushroom, and later as he gets more knowledge, he could see more stuff, but in the show he can instantly identify everything because this is his superpower. He's a gatherer. However, not enough. He also is super strong and he has superior magic because it's in standard Isekai. You need a power fantasy. Here is your power fantasy. It doesn't end there. We also get introduced pretty early on to the pet, which is a little dragon. And that is an ancient dragon. It's going to grow up into super strong being. So naturally we had to have that. We also get, we get friends that are also super strong because we need them, I guess. I don't know. Animation wise, it's not that great. It's below average, I would say. I do, however, need to go back like 10 years ago and see how the average was there. I feel like this was not normal animation, like freeze frames where little movement was happening. I feel like that is not average animation. It should be below, but I don't know if maybe my idea of average animation is just higher than the average is really on because of shows like Solo Leveling, Mushoku Tensei, JJK, all of these shows that have good animation, or even in case of like JJK, even insane levels of animation. Maybe that is what is skewing my perception. I'm not really sure. Characters, our main character is the typical stand-in. He's a goody two-shoes. He is, he doesn't want to be bothered. That is why he's trying to stay low and doesn't want to be in the main focus. However, he doesn't really do much for that. So whenever there is something going on and, he feels compelled to help, which I can understand, he's not really like, okay, I'm going to help you. However, keep it on the down low, Don't tell anyone I helped you. You got it? No, he's just helping people. They naturally tell other people, the typical. We also, story-wise, we just jump from adventure to adventure. We have 12 episodes and we have like 6 or 7 different things happening. We just spent like 1, maybe 2 episodes on like an adventure. We don't really prepare anything. It just goes, bam, 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 bam. adventure into adventure, meeting mythical beings, defeating super strong enemies, go next, find super awesome rare items. And it's like, okay, it's not what I enjoy at all. We don't really get any development much. Stuff happens because it's a spectacle, more or less. This is one of those quote-unquote typical isekais, I would say. It's one of those isekais that give, in my opinion, isekai a bad rap. Because it's just, you know what it is. It's just a power fantasy with not much development. We just... Stuff happens because it needs to happen, so we can showcase how good we are, how awesome we are, how awesome my comrades are that are also pretty strong, without feeling deserved. I mean, it is always not nice to bring comparisons, but you know, Mushoku Tensei as one of the better examples. Or let's take Descendants of a Bookworm. We have a lot of development. We don't jump into, you know, making books right away, which is one of the main themes in that anime. Now we get introduced to the world, we try to find our footing, and we have a lot of negative traits for the character that they need to overcome so that they then can drive towards the goal of making books. You know, we have some development and stuff happens naturally, but it makes more sense. It is a lot slower. Something happening, it takes like 3 or 4 episodes. Sometimes we get like little snippets before, so the ground, you know, there is something that leads to that adventure or something happening. We don't really have that much here. We could maybe argue the Ivor storyline is a little bit more fleshed out, but it just happens so quickly. Did not really enjoy this one. Ratings, let's see. Anime-list, 59%. My anime list is at 6.12. And I would also say this is a 6 out of 10. It's just meh. Watch something else.